We've ended fairly flat, but the broader end of the spectrum has really outperformed. Let's start off though with Pradeep, who joins us right now with a quick wrap-up of how the large caps have done today. Pradeep, the indices ending with a fair bit of green, but nothing to take home.
Yeah, but not bad because, in last session we had seen a steep correction from day's high. Today also, if you look at the Sensex and Nifty, they remained in negative for a while, but finally closing in green, up 10 points on Nifty and 35 points on Nifty Bank. Sensex, although might close in red, I'm saying might because we'll have to wait for the final closing figure that would be adjusted for the average of last half an hour. So we'll wait for that. Look at mid cap and small cap. They were doing better, and that is the really cause for optimism in markets because both the indices, mid cap and small cap, have managed to hold on to gains, and the market breadth is around 2:1. If you look at some of the key movers in index today, we had heavyweight RIL, Maruti, Coal India, Kotak Mahindra Bank. These were some of the key gainers in the index. Somewhere in between, you had Sun Pharma, which didn't do much. Bharti didn't move much today. HUL also was more or less neutral. But on the negative side, we had some heavyweight banking counters like SBI, ICICI Bank and HDFC. They kind of limited the gains for the index in today's trade, and also pharma names like Cipla and Dr. Reddy's.
Like it was a day for broader markets. A lot of stock-specific action was seen today. And let me start off with the cement players which were in focus. The likes of Shree Cement and JK Cement today came under pressure after the Supreme Court extended the pet coke ban to northern states of Uttar Pradesh, also Haryana and Rajasthan. You saw pressure coming up for stocks like Shree Cement that was down almost 4% and closing almost at day's low, so to say 17,508, and JK Cement also closed at day's low with cuts of almost 5%. A lot of news-based reactions coming about. Biocon got clearance for its Bangalore plant, so that's counter closed at day's high with gains of 7.5%. Last quote was somewhere around, looks like 423 to 424. Well, the other stocks, Eris Life Sciences and Strides Strassen, both these stocks reacted positively to the acquisition news where Eris acquired the domestic business of Strides. Eris was up nearly 6 to 7% and Strides closing almost at day's high with gains of 4%. Couple of mid-cap counters. Bombay Rayon was pretty active today. That counter saw good gains of almost 20%. That's Jacob there on your screen, locked with upper circuit. And Bombay Rayon very close to the upper circuit, closing with gains of as much as 18%. Couple of Tata Group companies were active, right from Tata Global, Tata Elxsi and Tata Chemical. All these three stocks surged just in the last hour of trade, as you can see on your screen. Tata Global closing with gains of 6%, Tata Chemical and Tata Elxsi too saw strong gains in today's session.
Yeah, well, and a bunch of stocks hitting new highs as well. I'm sure we spoke about too, the likes of Sheela Foam and a few others. But the market by and large, this is what the contribution has looked like in today's session. And financials, even Stevens, quite frankly. So out here on the losing side, we've had ICICI Bank, HDFC and State Bank of India. On the gaining side, Yes Bank by being the principal gainer, HDFC Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank. So financials have been even Stevens. What's cracked today is technology. So it's not just Infosys, Tech Mahindra too down, and Reliance has contributed positively. But I mean, it's been a no-go day, so to say, marginally in favor of what the advances have looked like. The heat map will show you it's a fair bit of, it's a mixed bag, if you will. The green and the reds kind of even out each other, so no big reaction thereof. And just pull up the GD and show you which stocks moved around with volumes in the session today. I think that's the key thing that we should try and bring up on the Nifty GD as well. Stocks which had really had some high volumes in the session today, and the terminal will throw that up and you will see what I'm talking about right here. So top 20-day stocks with highest volumes in today's session. So I think IndusInd Bank, Ambuja and Adani Port and SEZ are amongst the 2 or 3 names that really moved around on fairly high volumes in the session today. That aside, it's an even Stevens day, volumes reasonably okay, and yeah, the most up and most down clearly showing you that how Gale and Yes Bank were the principal gainers and Ambuja Cement was the top loser, down about 3.5 in the session today. Anyways, final thoughts from our experts, and what would you do in tomorrow's session, Ruchit, on any of the key indices? Would you be bullish? Would you take some fresh trades tomorrow morning?
Well, I think as we also discussed earlier, the Nifty index is not showing any signs of any trended move on either side. So So I think this consolidation phase which you are saying in today's session is likely to continue for next 1 or 2 trading sessions as well. The way we saw stock specific momentum today, I think that would be the best thing to do even in tomorrow's session. Look at the stocks which are outperforming in tomorrow first half an hour or 1 hour, and those will be the stocks or sector to trade in. That's what I won't trade anything in the index for next 1 or 2 days, but rather take a stock specific approach.
Jay, what about you? How would you approach the index tomorrow?
Well, Navneet, I think that Nifty has reversed or Nifty had seen some selling pressure in the last trading session, that is on Friday, from the levels of around say 10,350.54, which is 61.8% retracement of this previous fall, right? But on the flip side also I can say that today was a very important day because the selling which we had seen coming in that last trading session on the hourly charts seems to be a wave 4 of the recent move which has started from 10,094, and Nifty didn't close in the negative territory in today's trading session. If that would have happened, then it would have in fact increased the probability of 10,354 not getting taken off. But since that has not happened, until we don't see a negative close on Nifty, I think the bulls have an upper hand, and 10,200 on the lower side is quite a good support. So that would continue to continuously see some buying interest coming in. On the upside, as I said, that 10,354, that's the range to look at. So as of now, the Nifty can trade within the range of this 10,200 to 10,354. But looking at the buying Nifty, I think the probability of an upside is quite high, because this is what we have been seeing, and in fact we had mentioned in our reports as well, right at the levels of 25,000, wherein Bank Nifty had provided a breakout from 25,200 on the upside from a bullish flag pattern, which has a minimum or a conservative target of around 26,700, and that's still not achieved. So I agree one thing that from the weekly point of view, or weekly expiry point of view, we are seeing some good open interest build up, seeing at 2600 call options on Bank Nifty and 10,500 on the monthly basis on the Nifty. So we can see some consolidation, but once these levels are taken off, I think again the momentum on the upside will build on. So we are long 25,500, 600 will be acting as a support in Bank Nifty. Keep on adding in whatever dips you see, targeting around 26,000 at least for the weekly expiry point of view, and 26,700 on a positional point of view. And till 10,200 levels are not broken, I think traders should utilize this dip as a buying opportunity. But then 10,200 should be really a strict stop loss, as below those levels I would say that bears will definitely come back into the charge.
Okay, fair call. Jay as well as Rujit, thanks so much, gentlemen, for joining us and giving us those perspectives.